We have the blue dwarven player Cavebat on the top side against the red elven player Gannicus at the bottom or right side. So Legolas against Gimli. Late stream, yes, Toppy, welcome. Dwarves again. Yeah, dwarves again. Actually, dwarves, the most picked faction for the opponent player. And you know, I personally enjoy this format of this tournament quite a lot. It's something different. Obviously, it's not the most balanced stuff. Maybe it's not the greatest tournament to determine who the better player is, but it's something else and something different. And you know, seeing something else from time to time is always refreshing and more entertaining, at least, you know, especially for me. 2 Malone trees into the Varax is the build order from Gannicus. And we have 2 mineshafts, 3 mineshafts, and 4 mineshaft opening for dwarves. So this might actually be like a Gloin rush eventually. We will see about that. Yay, finally caught a stream, him and Thomas Russell. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate that. Perezon, welcome. Mr. Balin, welcome. And Benzi, welcome. Go Imperialist. I'm actually wondering what Imperialist is. I haven't seen him for a really long time. Hi Gulliver, welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in, for being here in this beautiful Sunday evening. We have Lorien Warrior start from the Elven player. It's a more offensive playstyle. Normally we see actually Elven units, you know, Elven player recruiting some Lorien archers first. But that's the right call in this situation, because it was an economical opening from dwarves. It means he has no units on the field, or not any units coming up anytime soon. It means at least one of the mineshafts will be definitely taken down. And let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages in this matchup. I mean, obviously the main disadvantage and the reason why the dwarves are underperforming is the lack of mobility. They are the slowest units in the game by far. And Rabanats 9 for the primers for 9 months, my dude. Our baby has officially born. What should we name it?
Just resubscribed for 7 months. Ahoy.
Thank you for the huge support to the channel now for 9 months. Really means a lot. Appreciate that. The mineshaft number 1 is going down. The extrovert is coming now with the rallying cold buff, but I think they won't be there in time and they will hit level 2 after that. Remember, the leveling up progress in BFME 2 is way faster, especially in the early levels. The more experience you get, you will be able to hit level 4, level 5 in literally no time, but then every level after level 4, level 5 is going to be way harder. So I believe you will actually need more experience eventually from level 5 to level 6 than the experience you would need from level 1 to level 4. Level 2 and they will get away, because that's the advantage of the Elven infantry units. They are extremely fast, unlike the dwarves. No transition into the stable yet, no heroes on the field, but it's okay, you know. He only lost 1 single mineshaft, that's fine, because it was a 4 mineshaft opening. So losing 1 out of the 4 is not the worst thing in the world. And I like this a lot, what Gannicus is doing. He's expanding offensively, and I kept saying that I think that's like the right call against dwarves, because they will most likely attack you at your own fortress, at your own castle. So everything around the castle is much more in a dangerous spot than every other Malone tree you are building offensively, until like mid to late game, you know. The first attack with extroverts. Extroverts are a great counter to the Lorien archers. Look how much damage they are dealing to them. Lorien warriors are trying to get into the back line. 1 more archer flanking. Nice, he's splitting the fight into 2 pieces. I like this a lot, the positioning from the Elven player. And I think he should be able to defend because of the Lorien warriors in the meantime slaughtering those extroverts in the melee range. Yesterday you didn't stream? No, I didn't stream yesterday, but streaming today. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I couldn't get any games done. Watching your YouTube videos is the best thing helping me sleeping, but I really like it, hey man. I don't know what to say. I mean, are they so boring that you fall asleep when you watch them? No, right? Come on now. But I know what you mean, you know, I know what you mean. Because I'm also like a person, you know, I like to watch YouTube quite a lot when it comes to, you know, like the last thing what you do in a day, then you can fall asleep right after that. I'm also pretty used to that. So Lorien archers, extroverts, but they are getting outnumbered big time. There is 1 more Lorien warrior doing actually a phenomenal job harassing all the time. Let me check the level. It's already level 3. It means has sustain over time. We have rallying call and 5 power points collected almost for Picnicus, also known as Gannicus, for 50 command points available for the Elven player. On the other side, we see 5 power points and 350 command points only, 400 command points now, because he kept losing those mineshafts left and right, which is obviously not very good. However, you know, nothing too crazy happened so far in this game. Everything is still possible. One single fight can turn everything around. Rallying call offensively from dwarves and rallying call defensively from elves. Remember, the rallying call from elves is stronger because it will provide you with more combat experience. You get 25% combat experience from the dwarven rallying call, while you get 50% combat experience from the elven rallying call. Nice body blocking with the Lorien warriors in the front. I like that. You want to keep this Malone tree, which is almost level 2, protected. And dwarves are falling like flies to the archer spam. Beautiful charge attack coming into the back line, but oh, never mind. They will be still able to take it down. Look at the damage they are dealing. When they get the chance to touch your buildings, dude, they are hitting like a truck. Good evening, Michaeline. Almost 10 power points collected now after the rallying call. 500 command points available for dwarves and 400 command points for elves. And that's what I'm talking about, you know. At the very same time, we have some small harassments going on and no transition into anything stronger yet. Maybe some lancers could be a nice choice from Gannicus. You know, the lancers, if nothing else, will be forcing the dwarven player to actually recruit some pikemen, which are not needed as we are talking for now. Hobbit summon. I don't know if they can do stuff here. They are taking the fortress, obviously. The mirror of Galadriel is going to be taken down for sure. A small fight, but they need to try to take down this Malone tree behind. It's almost level 2. There is still this one Malone tree from the beginning of the game hiding. That's what I'm talking about, you know. Expanding offensively is unexpected. And unexpected stuff, you cannot be prepared for that. I mean, I gotta be real, I think that was not the greatest Hobbit summon of all time. He did not achieve too much with this summon. He killed the well in a couple of Lorien archers, but that's all about it. Maybe if you can combine that with a great push and you summon them additionally to your already a huge army, then you buff them all together with the rallying call, then you might actually achieve much more. But it's fine, you know, at least he's keeping up the pressure. That's very good, because Dwarven faction is very good when it comes to snowball the lead to the victory. That's their main strength. So they want to have a lead, they can snowball on and bring it to victory. And so far he's doing a phenomenal job, you know, kind of putting constant pressure on elves. But I like this one Lorien warrior. You know, I believe this Lorien warrior so far killed like 4 to 5 mineshaft's in total. But oh, careful! Ooh, that's hurt. That hurts. He could have just run away, you know? They are faster. There is no way the dwarven units can catch them. Okay, so X-Throwers, they are peeling back. Still no transition into any heroes, no into any lancers, no forge works. Ah, never mind, I take it back. We have forge works level 2, and the first battle cruiser is all about to join the battlefield. Look at them, boys. Look at them, boys. This guy is so calm, you know, with the long beard. Glad you managed to start a game. Yes, Ectelion. Welcome, by the way. Dwarves are doing good, yeah, in this game, definitely. I believe after this tournament, everyone will get to be a great Dwarven player, because the amount of time they will actually be playing Dwarven faction in this tournament will make them to a master of dwarves. Beautiful trample into the backline with the battle wagon. Trust me on that one. Hey, Gengar, welcome. Oh, okay, Lorien warrior was, the battle wagon was running in town, but it's fine. Rallying call has been used now, but they are getting outnumbered. There are too many elven units. The battle wagon cannot do much. He's going for a well upgrade, looking for a chance to show his quality. The Lorien warriors are getting trampled down. One more beautiful trample, but I believe the rallying call from dwarves was kinda a waste. However, he was able to sneak one of the dwarven guardians into the backline. The Malone tree level 2, which is giving you 100 command points, will be definitely taking down. It's gonna drop down. Gannicus down to 450, and he's calling it GG. It's the Man of the Elves special summon from the dwarven player Keithpads, and the first victory for the Turkish player. GG's. So BFME 1 is the mother of Battle for Middle-earth games, as you guys know. There is a goat next to the fortress. Look at him, boys. What is he doing? There is no grass. You know what you're doing here? Go away. We have the dwarven player Gannicus against the blue goblin player Keithpads. So Keithpads, that's the name, by the way. The Keithpads are literally existing only in the goblin faction. This is like a special ability from the spellbook of goblins. So I'm assuming that this is his main faction. Why else would you ever name yourself Keithpads? 2 tunnels into the goblin cave, and we have 2 mineshafts coming up for dwarves. It might be an economical opening once again, like in the previous game from cave paths, and I guess that's going to be the case. So we have 4 mineshafts opening for Gannicus, against like an early goblin cave start. Now, talking about this matchup specifically, we have now a matchup between the weakest resource building faction, the goblins with the tunnels only 1000 HP, against the strongest and the tankiest resource building faction, the dwarves with the mineshaft having 2700 HP. That means, when it comes to destroy a tunnel, it will be much easier to be accomplished in compared to destroying a mineshaft from dwarves. So we shall see. It will be oh, that's very interesting. So Gannicus actually building up a forge works at the beginning of the game. He will try to get those battle cruisers on the field a little bit too early. Hey Anumara, welcome. So goblins in the middle, there's a tunnel. And there is also a ruined tower. You might actually place a couple of archers in there, eventually goblin archers if you are playing goblins, and the transition now into the fissure right off the bat. So it looks like you want to get either some cave trolls on the field or some half-troll pikemen to counter the enemy battle wagons. Looking for some potential mineshafts. He's just checking the area if he's creeping or not, but there is no creeping action going on, and that will actually buy more time for Gannicus. Level 2 upgrade is incoming for the battle wagons, which also gives you the chance to recruit some catapults if you want. With level 1 you can actually only recruit the demolishers, and that's it. However, if you want to go for the big guns, like for example forge blades or the mithril mail, you need to get it to level 3 first. The builder is body blocking, that's pretty nice. The builders in BFME 2 are way tankier than they are in Rise of the Witch King, but in order to make it kind of even, the wall hubs are much more expensive. So you have seen this potentially a lot when it comes to save your builders in Rise of the Witch King. Almost every faction which has access to it will be building a wall hub, which is extremely tanky, and to save the builder. But in this situation, the dwarven builders, or the builders generally in BFME 2, are much more beefy and tanky. Rebuild has been used, but I believe that's not gonna be enough to save the mineshaft, right? Or will be close. Look, he needs 1 hour to actually enter the battle. Hey, you are losing your game. Come on, battle wagons. They need, like, the animation of the spawning of this unit feels so slow. Okay, trample is incoming. 1 more trample, but you see it was still a little bit too late. Hello, why is Shanks muted? Hello guys, where is the sword next to Balindru's name? He's about to lose that. He's trolling me as a professional streamer who's been now streaming for 3 years. I don't make mistakes like that. These are major, like a rookie mistake. When do I get to mute myself and forget to unmute, Kappa? Okay, the cave troll is fighting. Destroy. Guys, come on now. Come on now. I just checked. Guys, come on now. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up, Kubi. Give it up. Oh, the battle wagon actually 1v1ing the troll. What the heck? The trolls are actually quite beefy creatures, and they also get the chance to get actually leadership from Gorkil the Goblin King, for example, or from the drummer troll. I know. I was saying Kappa, Balindru. I say Kappa. Hey everyone, hope you are doing well, Shanks. Glad to catch the stream. Hey man, Speckles, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, first of all. Glad to see you in the chat. I'm having a good weekend, and what is the best way of actually ending the weekend? Of course, it's some OG BFME, and I'm happy that we will get some, that we will be able to advance now in the tournament. That's the first game, and we will have actually another series coming up after this one in the winner bracket between Lau against Any Brandy. Because Farad and Lau, they played actually off stream, in which Lau was able to win 3-0. So maybe Balindru can update the scoreboard, or the bracket rather, and we can jump right into the quarterfinals. The first finalist is already set. It's actually Enumara. He was able to win against Ectilion in the semifinals, and he's now waiting for his opponent. It's gonna be either the winner of this series, not the winner of this series. It's gonna be either Andy Brandy, Lau, or Sauron. The mineshaft is being surrounded. Actually, Keefbats is playing pretty nice. The after all, pikemen, they are dealing so much damage to the forgeworks. Look at that. Holy guacamole, guys. The pikeman damage against the production buildings is something next level. This tunnel is going to be found and taken down, but what's the matter? The perma pressure is on you. And dwarves, oof, I told you last game also, you know, they are really great when it comes to snowball, but however, if they fall behind, it's really, I believe, the worst faction to play with. Like the performance of dwarven faction when you are like not leading extremely well is kind of meh. The one pikeman, beautiful trample is incoming with 2 battle wagons now. One of them has the leadership, one of them has the well. But remember, the goblin faction player can just use the Keefbats whenever it's available. So Keefbats can use himself because, you know, Keefbats ability, Keefbats the player, the name of the player. And then he can just shut down the leadership bonuses they will get from the battle wagon and the banner upgrade on it. And you see multiple tunnels are now being built up next to the fortress of the dwarven player. The pressure is crazy and it's really annoying, I believe, to play against that. There is only one Hall of Warriors. Remember, the Forgeworks has been taken down. And with the commitment with the War Chant and the Pikeman, he can also take down the Hall of Warriors in no time. Watch the damage now if they surround that. It's a Hall of Warriors with 5,000 HP, by the way. And it's going down like it's nothing. The Half Wall Pikeman, even rebuild, is not going to be able to save it, right? And the damage is pretty legit. Even though not many half-wall pikemen are remaining, but the remaining ones are just hitting like a truck. Keefbats is gonna be used from Keefbats. I like to say it, you know? Saying Keefbats multiple times in the sentence is kinda unusual. The Hall of Warriors has been taken down. Look at the troll, dealing also with the mineshaft, no problemo. In 700 command points from the Turkish player against 400 command points only from the dwarven player from Canada. Yannicus, also the brother from Sauron, who is known as the best BFME 2 player, at least currently. Maybe the tournament and some people who are participating in the tournament are going to be able to actually dethrone Sauron. We have still lots of great players. Inumara is one of them, Ictilion, Indibrandy, Lau. Everybody pretty much has the chance to dethrone Sauron. And Hoodwatcher 1 with the primers now for 4 months, my dude. Thank you so much for the huge support.
Hoodwatcher 1 just resubscribed for 4 months. Ahoy. Here we go.
Here we go. Thank you so much, man. Means really a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. Maybe Enuma can stop Sauron? Yeah, maybe, of course. But also we have Ave in the tournament. So Enumara so far was actually able to, you know, kind of kick Ave down to the losers bracket, as well as Ictilion. So the performance from Enumara, by the way, a Turkish player who is 15 years old, has been phenomenal in this tournament. Let's see if he also can keep it up in the finals against his upcoming opponent. The trolls, the pressure, 450 command points available for dwarves and 800 command points available for the dwarven player. Is he actually going for like a hero? Because he has actually not that much money in compared to his available command points. Great counter attack is happening. The tunnel level 2 is going to be taken down. It hurts. That will make you lose 100 command points. The troll, can you fight him actually with 2 battle wagons at once? I want to see that. He has blue pants. Oh yeah, you actually can kill him though. That's pretty nice. And trample them down. And the sustain you actually get from the battle wagon is also pretty nice. It will also reveal stealth enemy units, if that's gonna be the case anytime soon. We have 6 power points collected after Keefbats and War Chant for the goblin player, and there is a nice momentum happening right now. I mean, the dwarven player Gannicus actually has like a great time recovering and putting lots of pressure on Keefbats. But we have Gorkil the Goblin King. I was actually expecting something stronger and more efficient, like a Shelob eventually, or even better, the Dragon Lord Drogoth himself. But Gorkil, I don't know how impactful Gorkil is gonna be in a situation like that, in which you have to deal with the Mighty Guardians with leadership and sustain. I believe Gorkil is not gonna have a fun time dealing with them. We have almost 9 power points collected, 650 command points. He's recovering extremely well. What happened in this game actually? He had such a great momentum. He killed the Hall of Warriors, he killed the Forgeworks. I missed something. Did I miss something, guys? I don't know what is actually happening, how the turning around now actually happening. So level 3 Gorkil the Goblin King, level 4 is required for the leadership. There is a goblin army, you know, kind of a decent one. Only 1 half-troll pikeman and all others are goblins. He has only one goblin cave. Now he has two goblin caves. Spider pit level 1 only for the spiderlings. The rubble is going to rebuild itself over time. Oil barrel has been used. Gorkill is still level 3, but he has now the chance to be mounted on a scorpion if he wants to. Level 6 is going to give you the chance to get the poison stinger unlocked, which you can only use if you are mounted on your scorpion. The spiderlings are surrounded. They have no way of winning this fight. The extrovers behind are dealing great amount of damage. The sustain and the utility these battle wagons are offering for the dwarven army is actually quite efficient and very, very great. I like that. This tunnel is going to be safe for now from Gorkill, but he's also quite low, so he needs to be definitely careful. One more small goblin army approaches from the bottom right side. 12 power points collected now. Trample. The spider allies. Ooh, I don't know about that. Dwarven Riches is unlocked from the spellbook now from Gannicus, which is going to give you a huge money boost. He was able to get away. That's good. This is surrounded, but I believe it's going to be safe for now. Dwarven Riches on this mineshaft almost level 3. So keeping this one protected is the main priority for the Canadian player Gannicus. He's already 1-0 behind, so losing this game will hurt him. But the money boost from this is crazy. Like, you will eventually get the chance to recruit multiple heroes. Gloin first, eventually Gimli. With Gimli level 5, you can run down this Gorkill when he is not mounted. He has no chance. The spiderlings are dying to the pikeman. And goblins, they are losing the fights left and right. And he is now dropping down to 500 command points only against 850. That's a huge gap. Plus, he has no industry, unlike his opponent does. Maybe Scavenger could be a nice choice, but the spider allies are now gone. They are reloading kind of fastish, so they might be summoned at least one more time in this game. We will see about that. The battle wagons, level 4, both of them. Once again, you know, sustain and additional armor. Damage leadership. Gloin is on the field. The daddy of Gimli-san. 3 power points collected for goblins, and he's losing the fight. That's very good from Gannicus, because all he has to do is keep them away from the mineshaft level 3, which doesn't only give you a crazy amount of money, by the way. It gives you 96 every tick with the Dwarven Riches, but also gives you at the same time 175 command points, which is a lot. Like, losing this might turn this game around. However, do you see the money from dwarves? They have like over 2,000. He might actually save for Gimli now. Maybe even go for upgrades eventually if you want to. Man of Steel could be also a nice and solid choice. With Fire Arrow upgrade, you can also make them strong and reliable against structures at the same time. This troll, you know what would be efficient in a situation like that? I believe the Goblin troll could be quite nice. That's a huge dwarven army now. Boom, nice shots from the cave troll. Oh my goodness, he actually used the slap on Gorkill the Goblin King. He's still fine. Remember, the level 4 leadership from Gorkill also gives leadership to the nearby trolls. However, oh, Gorkill run. Can touch the steel. Like, you know, when he's moving, it looks like he's dancing. You know what I'm saying? It's very funny. Oh, Gorkill has been slain. That's pretty painful. You know, Gloin is a goblin slayer. Almost 10 power points collected. He's going for Gimli, guys. Gimli is on his way. The son. So daddy and son side by side. Crashing the goblin town and getting the dwarves a W finally. I mean, to be honest, also last game dwarves won. So if dwarves win this game, it's gonna be 100% win rate out of 2 games. Power points are rising to this guy. We have 725 for goblins. He needs some sort of stronger units, which is easier said than done. I mean, I believe the longer the game goes on, the more outskilled they will be, especially now with Gimli being almost recruited. You cannot outskill Gimli. Nothing can outskill Gimli. Even Drogoth will die to his, you know, Slayer and X-Throw combination. The Slayer X-Throw deals so much damage even to this Dragon Lord. I was so surprised for the first time when I saw that actually. It chunks, you know, like 80% health is gone with one single X-Throw. Okay, Spider Allies and Warchant, he will be able to find the almost level 3 mineshaft. It's going down for sure. Does he have rebuild? The answer is yeah, he's gonna use it eventually. Use it now, use it now, use it now, use it now, use it now. Oh, he didn't use it. It was available. Maybe you want to save it for the level 3, I don't know. But I think he could have used it. Definitely. He would have saved this one too, because all the spiders are almost gone. But it's fine. Maybe he's saving it for the next game. 13 power points collected after the Dwarven Riches. They will heal up over time. That's the good thing about those structures. But you can also build multiple wells to speed up the healing progress a little bit, which can be, you know, quite useful in many situations. 13 power points and 11 power points collected. So for now we have actually those half-troll pikemen. I believe they're also great when it comes to deal with heroes, but the problem is how we want to deal with Gimli. There he comes, boys. Actually, he went for the King Dean. I mean, I gotta be honest, I didn't expect this one. But it's not bad either, because King Dean is the only way dwarven units can actually get the high tier leadership, which by the way is able to stack with the battle wagons leadership and the rallying call at the same time. So you can make your units extremely beefy and make them also hit like a truck at the same time. So Gorkil's leadership is also pretty interesting, because he will offer additional combat experience and also auto heal for the nearby trolls, which is pretty nice, especially when they are level 1 only. That means you can even heal them up when they are not level 2. Shatterhammer has been used on one of the goblin caves. That's a huge dwarven army, level 5 battle wagons. You need Watcher for that one. You need Watcher for the extroverts, for the backline. The troll is getting melted. Like, there is little to nothing. Only Watcher can save this area. Barrage is being used at the same time on the structures. The fissure is going down for sure. The worm is going to be his choice. Is he going to use it defensively? The answer is yes. He's summoning it underneath of the units. I believe the worm is not gonna die that fast to these units, right? Just burn them now. Burn, 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 burn. I'm actually curious how much damage. I mean, I can't tell you that much. The worm was able to one-shot Arwen. So I believe if you are a mounted hero, you will... Oh, nice burn. You will actually take like critical damage from the worm summon. But on the other side, I guess... Oh, he has also Gimli. I'm blind. So he has all the 3 dwarven heroes on the field. So armor buff from Gimli, high tier leadership from Gloin, and the damage from the rallying call. And GG is gonna be called, and the score is 1-1. I cannot believe it. Hello Shanks, I love your BFME videos on YouTube. A El Clasico matchup between good and evil. In the clash between Man of the West and Isengard is my most favorite, just like in the film. So we will see eventually Saruman against Gandalf or Theoden. Hopefully. I mean, I would love to see like those expensive heroes a bit more often. I mean, I cannot complain, we already see them much more often in Battle for Middle-earth 2 in compared to Rise of the Witch King. So I believe the amount of times I've seen Legolas in the past 2 months in BFME 2 is more than in the past 3 years I've seen him in Rise of the Witch King. Let me tell you that much. We have the red Isengard player, Yannicus on the right side, against the blue Man of the West player, Keith Betts on the left side. Now, the Man of the West is like a very unique faction with a unique opening strategy, and that is actually an offensive barracks in the middle of the map. However, the Isengard player is able to stop this. Oh yeah, boys. The Isengard Horn is the best. I like this a lot. And also the Rohirrim, when they arrive in Minas Tirith. So he knows the placement of the barracks. That's pretty nice. There is one farm coming up behind the barracks. 2 farms around the fortress. And it's going to be a soldier start. Soldiers of Gondor. They have only the chance to use the block formation if you purchase the banner from the level 1 barracks first. That's the only possible way. However, they have no chance in a one-on-one situation against the Uruks. But you put 5 minutes time for the bet. I put the time before I went live, so that means you would have still some time. Because most of the time you guys always saying, I don't have time, I couldn't bet.
These are Urukai.
You know, it's fine.
Their armor is thick and their shields broad.
Their armor is thick and their shields broad. So the one soldier was able to get already behind, and the builder is trying to stall until the crossbowmen are arriving on the field. PowerPoint wise, we have the human wood. Human wood will provide for the soldiers additional armor. And the furnaces are not looking very strong, and they are not strong indeed. They have only 1080 health, and he was demolishing that in time just so the soldier battalion doesn't get any experience points. And crossbowmen are one-shotting them, pretty much. A nice one though. He can commit now on this one. Bombard is very great choice here from Gannicus. I like that a lot, but I think it's not gonna be enough to save the furnace. Once again, the furnaces are so squishy, and the punishment is so big. Like, if you are not in the position way before they reach to your resource building, it will not be savable. You cannot save it anymore. It's gonna be just too late. In 9 out of 10 cases, especially with those factions like goblins with the tunnels, Malon-trees for elves, and also furnaces for Isengard. Looks like I want to creep, or the creeping, yeah, it's going well. The Varg is killing itself, by the way, because the Varg doesn't know how to normal attack. He always tramples you or tries to trample you, and the second he tries that, the tower guards are dealing so much damage in return. The revenge damage is crazy, and that's one of the major differences between BFME 1 and BFME 2. In BFME 1, the revenge damage always applies only if you are using the porcupine formation. That means if you get trampled down when you are not in formation, you actually don't deal that much damage to the enemy cavalry units, and you also take some damage in return. So microing and switching to the right battle formation just in time is the key in Battle for Middle of 1, unlike in BFME 2 and in Rise of the Witch King, in which you can just never use porcupine formation and still counter all the cavalry.
Archers at the ready.
Archers at the ready. So we have gone the archers. One more is incoming. 450 command points available for man. He is using porcupine formation for additional armor to stall the fight out. The Isengard pikemen are using actually the hold ground stance too. And very nice to buy some time. Kill the soldiers first. That's the right call. Look at the micro from Yannicus. I like it. He's denying them to reach the back line. And the crossbowmen in the meantime, they are level 3. They are dealing with the soldiers like crazy. So I should yeah, you can change it, T-Mac. You know, you can change it to 2 minutes. It's fine. Hey Max, welcome.
Soldier battalion standing by.
Soldier battalion standing by. Archers. Isengard army is looking very dope. So infantry battle, I believe, between Gondor or Man of the West and Isengard. Isengard should be able to win until you get eventually some rangers. Remember, there is no better unit for the archers for the Isengard. You have only the crossbowmen, and that's it. While most factions, like for example, you know, Men of the West with the Gondor archers and rangers, you have obviously elves with the Lorien archers and Mirkuls, you know. But Isengard is only crossbowmen.
Archers at the ready.
Okay, Warg Riders. That's very good. He killed the barracks. That's going to mean a lot. Like, this game is looking pretty nice for Gannicus. Really nice. 6 power points collect. He might go for the war chant, by the way, if he wants to. But I guess he doesn't even need to. So the farm is going to be taken down, and with the pikemen being around this army, he has also the strength and the chance to even kill the archer, destroy the archer range. Almost 7 power points collected. More reinforcements are being sent out. The pikemen, they cost 450 each, so they are extremely expensive. Okay, so he might actually... Is he not gonna go for the war chant? I don't know. Boromir is on the field, the captain of Gondor. Let's see if he can do it this time. War chant, indeed. Okay. Oh, but he's actually killing them like crazy. Level 3 unlocks the Horn of Gondor. I think you can get in between this, right? If you can, oh yeah, if you can get in between this, that's gonna be a holy moly moment. Look at the archer. Oh my goodness, the DPS is crazy, man. Crossbowmen are taking care of the soldiers like nothing. The farm is going down, and Cave Pets is saying GG, easy. And what a game, what a performance from Gannicus and his Isengard faction. I like it. Boromir, he's fighting until the very end. Look at them, boys. Just like in the film, surrounded by Uruks, there is no help. Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, they don't care. They only care about themselves. And Boromir has been taken down. Look at them falling as the Man of the West falls. We have the red dwarven player, Gannicus, at the top side, against the blue elven player, Cave Pets, on the right side. Or bottom side. 2 Malon trees coming up for elves and 2 mineshafts coming up for dwarves. So pretty open, pretty normal and standard opening. Last time we have seen this matchup in the first game, it was actually a 4 mineshaft opening from dwarves. Forts of Celebron, that's what it's called. Yeah, but you know, Forts of Celebron or Forts of Anduin are pretty much like Forts of Eisen. They have only different skin and different name. It's like playing the same champion with different skin in League of Legends. So it doesn't count. We have 4 Malon trees coming up for elves, and also 4 mineshafts coming up for dwarves. So it's actually a pretty economical heavy opening from both the players at the same time. You know what would be great? Eventually, Haldir could be a nice choice early on, and also Arwen. Okay, maybe Arwen not. I don't like Arwen that much, to be honest with you guys. I think Haldir is going to be a better investment, especially because of leadership. Because with level 4, Haldir unlocks his damage leadership permanently as long as he's alive. And around the army, he will buff them all the time with 50% more damage, which is pretty awesome. It's going to be like a full replacement of the rallying call, but it's going to be like 4 Malon trees into the barracks and 4 mineshafts into the archery range and Hall of Warriors at the same time. So it's like the same start we have seen also from Keithbeds when he was playing dwarves against elves in the first game. Pretty much identical. Are we gonna see Lorien Warriors? Nope, Lorien Archers first. The thing is, the extroverts from the archery range of dwarves are actually a good counter to the enemy archers. So unless you outspam them big time, I believe that's going to favor the dwarven faction player. And the thing is, you can now combine these extroverts and guardians at the same time and have like a very solid and strong and reliable front line with the pikemen of dwarves and guardians, and then you have a back line. And unlike the archers, the extroverts are also able to deal great amount of damage to the structures. Lorien archers, and the stable is coming up. That's a nice call. I like that. That's pretty nice. It's gonna force, if nothing else, the dwarven player to recruit multiple pikemen, and the pikemen are extremely expensive in this game. Like for every faction, you have seen in the previous game that the Isengard pikemen, they cost 450 each. So going 1 for 1, if you kill the pikemen and you lose 1 battalion, is almost 100% of the time worth it. Mineshaft with extroverts and pikemen, and the builder is looking to build a mineshaft at the top right corner. But it looks like you want to creep this one first. So you want to creep eventually both the troll layers at pretty much the same time. Okay, creeping with the pikemen. And the monsters are also not dealing too much damage to the pikemen of dwarves. They are, of course, beefy and tanky. Lorien Warriors are leading forward.
Guardians at the ready.
Guardians at the ready. More Guardians. Hello all. Nice. I watch on my PS4 Keithbeds versus Son Goku. Hey man. Saiyajin, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Means a lot to me. I let him win. The build is running for his life. The Lorien Warriors are forced to disengage. The creep is going to be secured by the dwarven player Gannicus, who has the lead and the advantage in this best of 5 series in the losers bracket. And remember, after this one, we will have actually a quarterfinal games in the winner bracket between Lau and Andy Brandy. So stay tuned. Lancers are gonna be great, but they need to be actually used for the map control and the pressure on the map. 6 power points. Nah, he's gonna invest finally the 5 power points into the rallying call. The rallying call has been used on the elven army. We have Lorien archers, Lorien warriors, and Rivendell lancers on the field. Looks like you want to give up this mineshaft and demolish it in time. The builder is getting in safety by building a wall up. In attacking the wall up, trust me on that one, is pointless. Like, the wall up is extremely tanky. Okay, now we are talking, boys. It's a huge dwarven army marching in front of the elven castle, and that's gonna force the elven player Keithbeds already building some expansions around the fortress, but it's too late. Like, the amount of damage now they will be able to deal to your economy and your production buildings at the same time is going to be crazy. That will be painful. That's why scouting against dwarves is the key. It's very essential. It's essential, boys. Trust me, like, the last thing what you want is being surprised like that. It's really hard to defend if this is happening. The battle tower is going to be taken down by the Guardians, but he's actually, the micro from Gannicus isn't on point because he's splitting his pikemen from his main army, and look at what's going to happen if you do that. Like, beautiful commitment with the 1 Lancer battalion he has left on the field. Now he want to try to take down the barracks, but if the pikemen go down, the damage to the production buildings is going to be also way less. Okay, he looks for 1 more trample. The pikes are actually getting into the range. And look at that, man. He lost both the production buildings. And like, even though this fight wasn't coordinated well enough from the dwarven player, but he had the army advantage and the momentum. And now with another army approaching, Gloin is going to be the leader of the upcoming dwarven push. And during all this time, Keithbeds, the elven player, has no way of recovering this. Like, he has to rebuild the barracks, he has to rebuild the stable to be able to recruit more units. And he can't, because he has no production buildings left on the field anymore. That means snowballing now and using the momentum to keep pushing, and denying him to rebuild all the stuff he's looking for. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you want to play dwarves. You know, you want to look for a potential sneaky attack. You want to build multiple mineshafts and catch the enemy off guard. If you manage to do that, your attack is going to be hitting like a truck. Like, the amount of DPS they got against production buildings and resource buildings is kinda, I mean, Dwarven faction doesn't need siege weapons, let's be real. You don't need any catapults, you don't need any demolishes. You are demolishing anything. I mean, you have Gloin, and Gloin's damage is legit. Like, the amount of DPS he has against structures with the Shake Foundation and the Slam, next level. Oh boy. And boom, look at this. Level 3 already. And he might even be able to commit now against the fortress. Dwarves. Look, 16 out of 400. Oh, we have Legolas. Okay, guys, Legolas against the warlords. Can Legolas defend this? If Legolas defends this, I will go to Mirkwood and actually congratulate him. You know what I'm saying? I will say, Legolas, you are the best elven warrior from the Mirkwood elves. Look at him, he's shooting like crazy, he's trying, but you have not enough arrows to actually defend this, man. You will run out of arrows before you will get the chance to kill all these dwarven units. The fortress is getting damaged more and more and more and more. And there will be no down for elves. As Elrond doesn't say, but he should be saying it after this game, trust me on that one. You offer bows from Lorien all you want, but Keypads has been defeated, and what a series! After 1-0 start from the Turkish player, he ended up losing 3 games in a row against Gannicus.